Has KSI's boxing ability improved to the degree that us as an entire YouTube boxing fandom community has been led on to believe? Or has it stayed the same or even deteriorated? Well, we're going to find out today, guys, because we got some more footage of KSI and also a snippet from Alex Wassabi, and we're going to see how much we can take away from these clips. So yeah, let's go. Alright, so we put this out on TikTok like I said. I guess this is just from some clips from the presser, but here it is. So we got KSI working on the heavy bag. So yeah, let's just kind of jump into it. Fires the cross. Good movement on the back leg from what you can see. Obviously, you want to turn it over. Smaller surface area. Create more damage. Specific force to one spot. But this hand is down, so telegraphing this next left hook, which I'm assuming it will be a left hook. Assuming he's throwing 2-3. 2-3 again. Okay. There's that left hook. Looks like he's working this left hook. So the cross, same clip. Fires double left hook. Double left hook again. Okay, so here, oh, okay. Look at this actually, the way, okay, we're going to go back to this. He does it again. Okay. So actually, I want to highlight this right away. So the footwork from KSI has always not been his strongest spot in really just any traditional techniques. However, he has shown some, like, decent fundamentals in understanding footwork in boxing, but right here you see he almost steps across his body. So there's that left hook. That left hook is nice. It looked like we had a little bit of pivot on the left foot. You need a little bit of pivot, not a crazy amount, obviously. So he steps across, no pivot. Look at that. So he steps fully here. We're gonna I keep saying we're gonna go back to it. Let's actually look at it. So look at that. He stepped from here all the way over to here and put his body to where he was like this to the bag to now he's like this to the bag, out of position. And if Wassabi looks for a shift or really if he's looking for any angles, that's a great spot for Wassabi to find some shots. Obviously, this is most likely at the end of a workout. My man's barefoot. I wonder how much he's training barefoot. He's over at London Shoe Fighters MMA gym. So yeah, but that's not too big of a deal. So yeah, like I think one big thing we can take away from this is that regardless of this being at the end of a workout, KSI put himself in a bad position right here. Then he comes over, so very flat-footed. Obviously, you're throwing a 2-3, so he's put some power behind these shots, the two, with this, but with this left hand, he's flaring it out too, so here, I'm just going to give my best demonstration. He's flaring it out so it's like low and then comes up instead of keeping it tight and like almost like pretty flat. You don't want to like go over too much. You don't want to go like almost like a shovel. He's almost throwing it like a shovel hook, but just kind of forcing it up instead of letting his body fully rotate. And the reason he has to do that is because there's no pivot on this left leg. I understand he's throwing a 3-3, or he's throwing a 3-3, working on the shovel hook to the body as well. Here, I can't really tell. Yeah, it's just threes, but and this could be at the end of a workout, but still, that's gonna really decrease the power. He's stepping the way he steps across. He could just be, his coaches could be having him reset, and since we can't see this back leg, he could be fixing the stance. However, it does kind of look like, I like what I'm seeing there though. The way he is going fairly quick there, like the shots are coming out pretty decent. Also, before we get into this next clip where we just go in on Alex Wassabi for the fun of it, that most likely was at the end of a workout. I mean, back of KSI's shirt is soaked in sweat. My man was, never mind, not gonna. So Alex Wassabi released this Battle Ready promo, so yeah, let's just get into it. Cinematic shot, man's in a hat. Some of the...
As a warm-up fight, just to get rid of the cobwebs.
Declaring your winner,
Fight Alex Wassabi.
Alex Wassabi!
Okay, let me just go in, come up, and then...
Redemption.
I mean, look at this, man. Just the seriousness. The hat really ties all together.
I'll redeem Deji. I'll be like, Deji,
sort this out.
I'll be like, Deji, this is...
How much money, when he's tying his wraps, he had to have someone go in, show him real quick, and then have him do it? Like, if you ever, like, I don't know, train jiu-jitsu, and, like, you see, like, newer people or, like, younger people that don't remember how to tie their belt, you know? Like, it's kind of like that, like, instructor got to show him, you know? Just say, like, I feel like man doesn't even know that. Like, I feel like after what Fuzi did to him, lost some brain cells, can't remember how to wrap his own hands. Just show it.
I feel
Okay,
like
so we actually got
JJ
some stuff here. Got
Desi,
the winning
this is how
gloves,
you
right?
kill
I want
it.
those so bad. Alright, so throws this left hook. Looks like some pretty good torque. Yeah, those gloves are beautiful, I must say. Sorry. I don't have a crush on a pair of boxing gloves, I promise. It's just, they're just beautiful gloves. Alright, so there's the 1-2. Good turnover on that shot, actually.
I feel
Wasabi
like
looks pretty sharp
JJ
there.
should win. Like, on paper,
I know this is very
he should.
selective footage. They're not showing everything. But still, he looks pretty solid. That's... Are those? I don't even know.
You're losing the fight.
Oh, okay. So I think...
Like, on paper, he should.
I don't tell people you're losing the fight.
Crap here. So that right hand, he rolls with it and then fires back with the 2. So the pull counter 2 is probably going to be a decent weapon for Wasabi if he wants to stay on the outside. But I'm pretty sure KSI is longer. And usually if you're the longer man, that's when it's the best weapon to use. That pull counter is a hard thing to master. And I doubt Wasabi's going to be able to do it super effectively. But if KSI starts really overcommitting, swinging like he did against Logan, then I could certainly see Wasabi really being able to capitalize on that and pull off this. And it's good turnover on the shot. Clearly he's looking for that. Probably gonna have a 2, might go at 2-5. I don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, just to get knocked out. That's embarrassing, you know.
So they're working on
But imagine if he just
dealing with
doesn't,
shots
like,
being slipped.
Imagine if
But they're
Alex
having,
does.
which you don't see a ton. You do see it, having the guy. What's my man doing in the background? Sorry, bro. I'm sorry. That just caught me off guard heavily. Oh man, I don't even remember what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, you don't see pad holders. You don't see guys on the mitts have the mitt holder slipping shots. I think that's probably going to be semi-useful for Wasabi because when he fought Deji, we saw him talk about this after the fight. He was like struggling and he was really not vibing with how Deji was slipping everything and struggling with that. KSI hasn't shown that he has super slick head movement, but you look at some of the guys that have come from that Shoot Fighters gym, they have like they're dogs, man, like that head movement. So I mean, flipping MVP, like that guy is just more of a master of showboating, but. Some of the guys have
Do
come out.
something. He's done it in London before.
So there's that left hook.
If you say this
Very
Wasabi, then
slowly.
I will never do music.
Jab to the body, that uppercut.
He's done it in London before.
If you say
So like
this Wasabi,
you
then
see
I will
from
never
this-
do
So we got a jab into
music and I'll never do
uppercut.
my life.
And
No,
you
on
know
my life,
what?
no.
I think that's a pretty decent read from. That's a pretty obvious, but a good read from the team that he's with. I think something that KSI is shown to do that a lot of inexperienced boxers do, and I'm sure Wasabi will do it. I didn't really notice it in the last Edgy fight, but he was more leaning back like this with his chin up, and that's how I think he's going to get caught. But more on that in the official Fight Week analysis movie of a video coming out later this month. KSI probably will throw a couple overhands in this fight, guaranteed. And I think if Wasabi stings him with a jab once or twice and establishes himself, KSI wants to get respect right away in this fight. I feel like on the mental side of things, he has a bit of an edge in just earning respect in general with Wasabi. But right away, he's going to want to land something. Ideally, a nice, clean, crisp, fast jab, double jab, something like that. But if KSI doesn't, he'll probably throw an overhand right to just get the respect. Also, throwing everything straight down the middle in boxing, throwing an overhand right every once in a while because you are fairly limited, right? Just 6 punches, really. Throwing an overhand right every once in a while. Not the type KSI's throwing, just instead of completely straight, you kind of bring it over a little bit, like a looping right hook almost. That could be something KSI would start to utilize, but he did duck his head a lot when he throws that, as do a lot of people, and Wasabi might find an uppercut on KSI coming in.
I
Good
will
look.
just stop.
That would be crazy.
You're an ant! Bro, you're a nice guy.
That too. I think
Which is hilarious because I'm going to destroy you and you're going to be
You know, the thing with Wasabi, right? Just don't want to pause on that shot.
knocked out.
This guy hates me.
Am I?
He's looking fairly sharp on the pads. Obviously, probably going like 70%, 50 to 70%, somewhere in that range. I mean, I don't think there's not going to be that much else.
Bro, it's going to be light work.
they're just
Light
lifting.
work.
Oh, nice. Did he switch southpaw there? So 1, 2.
Say this Wasabi,
I think.
then
I feel like my
I will
man.
never do music.
What is my man doing? My man's trying to look like he's like some crazy super villain. What's my man doing? For my quick final analysis of this small video, I don't think there was a ton of takeaways from Alex Wassabi's video, besides he looks a little bit bigger, and the fact that I feel like he's going to look to pull counter a lot against KSI. I think since he's bulked up too, I think he's going to be slower than he was before. I don't know how he's going to handle walking around with a little bit more muscle, so he might be a bit slower. I don't know if he's going to be able to outbox KSI from the outside, and if he tries to pull counter, he'll probably get caught by KSI, especially if KSI's doing what he's saying he's going to do, finding angles, switching stances. I think could be that's a whole new video in itself, so stick around on the channel for that. That'll be out soon, most likely. And yeah, from the KSI side of things, not really any big takeaways. He looked pretty sharp. I just some slight things in the footwork that got me a little concerned, but the punches in themselves, they were solid. And not that I'm concerned for him to fight Wassabi, though. More like if KSI was going in there against a high-level boxer, I'd be concerned. But yeah, that's going to do it for today's video. If you guys did enjoy, like and subscribe. And I'm going to have an announcement for this, this icon here. I'm going to have an announcement video for that in the coming days. So watch out for that because cool things are happening. It's not a rebrand on the channel either, so don't worry about that. Peace.